This presentation outlines the VicRoads drive test that learner drivers must pass to obtain a Victorian probationary licence. The aim of this video is to provide an overview of the test and how it operates. The test takes about 30 minutes of on-road driving to complete, comprises two stages. Stage 1 takes about 10 minutes, Stage 2 about 20 minutes. A driver who doesn't successfully complete Stage 1 does not progress to Stage 2. Stage 1 screens out learner drivers who are not ready to tackle the more demanding second stage. All tests are conducted on standardised test routes that allow all the required assessment items to be recorded. The test consists of a series of accessible driving tasks that occur along the test route. Each driving task is assessed using a standard set of assessment items. Accessible tasks in Stage 1 include left and right turns, lane changes and low-speed manoeuvres where the driver must complete a reverse parallel park or a three-point turn. In Stage 2, the tasks are more demanding and include driving on arterial roads and making turns and lane changes in complex traffic situations where safe gaps must be chosen to complete the tasks. After the identity check and administrative requirements are completed in the Customer Service Centre, the LTO conducts a basic vehicle check to ensure the test vehicle is safe and suitable for test use. Following a satisfactory vehicle check, Stage 1 proceeds, with the LTO directing the driver around the test route by means of clear, standardised instructions, such as, at the next street, turn left, or when safe, move to the left lane. As with all licence tests, the LTO and any accompanying person or instructor may not assist the driver under assessment in any way. An example of an accessible task in Stage 1 is a left turn in a 50 km/h zone. There are two assessment items for this task. Is the driver's observation, including mirror use, adequate, and does the driver position the vehicle correctly for the turn? In addition to yes and no scoring, LTOs monitor overall driving performance across Stage 1 and assign a stage assessment score relating to vehicle control and lateral position. This contributes to the driver's point score for the first stage. A stage assessment is also recorded in Stage 2 of the test. For example, the stage assessment for control may be recorded as no if the driver doesn't accelerate or decelerate smoothly. During the test, LTOs also monitor compliance with road rules and record a critical error if the driver performs an illegal driving action, which doesn't cause other road users to take evasive action. An example of a critical error is not coming to a complete halt at a stop sign, but without endangering other vehicles or pedestrians or requiring any road user to take evasive action. To pass, a driver mustn't accumulate too many critical errors in either Stage 1 or Stage 2. The critical error cut-offs for failure are based on research results gathered during the test development process. Driving actions resulting in any immediate danger to any road user or to property are classified as immediate termination errors. These are the most serious errors on the test. If an immediate termination error is committed, the drive test is terminated and a fail recorded. For example, failing to give way to another vehicle or a pedestrian when turning would result in an immediate termination error being recorded. The test is also terminated if a driver accumulates too many critical errors in either Stage 1 or Stage 2. Critical error cut-offs for immediate termination are also based on research results gathered during the test development process. Following completion of all tasks, including the low-speed manoeuvre, the LTO completes the score sheet for Stage 1 and checks to see if the candidate meets the minimum requirement to progress to Stage 2. A ready reckoner is provided to assist the LTO. If the requirements are met, the LTO moves on to Stage 2. When the criteria for progression are not met, the test is terminated and the vehicle returns to the Customer Service Centre by the safest and most direct route. Stage 2 requires the driver to demonstrate sound driving skills in more complex and challenging traffic environments. Stage 2 is conducted mainly in 60 to 80 km/h speed zones. An example of a task in Stage 2 is a right turn from an arterial road into a side street, where the driver must select a safe gap in oncoming traffic. To satisfy the criteria for this task, the driver must demonstrate satisfactory observation before and during the turn, give and maintain a satisfactory right turn signal, and select a safe gap in traffic to complete the turn. Another assessable task in Stage 2 requires the driver to demonstrate that they can maintain control of the vehicle when driving straight on unlaned arterial roads. This is known as a straight drive. A lane change to the right on a laned arterial road is another assessable task in Stage 2. This is performed in preparation for the next task, a right turn, so the driver is not instructed to change lanes, but rather, at the next street, turn right. This requires the driver to judge where and when they should change lanes in preparation for the turn. Following the lane change, the driver is required to make a right turn into a side street. This requires the driver to pick a safe gap in the two lanes of oncoming traffic. When all Stage 2 tasks have been completed, the vehicle returns to the VicRoads Customer Service Centre. The LTO then finalises the score sheet for Stage 2 and checks to see if the candidate meets the minimum requirements to pass the overall test. A ready reckoner is provided to assist the LTO. If the requirements are met, the LTO advises the driver they've passed and directs them to the appropriate counter for licence issue. Successful test candidates also receive feedback on areas of their driving that could be improved. That's via a summary on a copy of the score sheet given to them by the LTO. If the requirements for a pass are not met, the driver is advised they've not been successful and provided with feedback by the LTO on areas requiring improvement. Again, this is provided via a summary section on a copy of the score sheet given to the driver at the conclusion of the test. We hope you found this video presentation useful and that it's given you some insight into the drive test. Further information on the test may be found on the VicRoads website or via pamphlets and information sheets available from VicRoads customer service centres across Victoria.